Good day everyone, I am Florence Leo Videncio and I will be giving you information about hydrosphere. Hydrosphere is the amount of water on the planet. Hydrosphere made of all water and the watery layer of the earth. Hydrosphere can be liquid, vapor, or ice. Liquid water exists in the surface in form of oceans, lakes, and rivers. And it is also exists below ground as underground water in wells and aquifers. That's all of my topic, and now I will be giving the floor to Largo. Thanks for.
Hi, I'm Lord Brian Christian Eslen. Now we will know about the cause of water or hydrological cycle. Water moves through hydrosphere in a cycle. The sun's energy is the power that drives the water cycle. Light and heat cause the water to evaporate from oceans, lakes, rivers, and other sources of surface water.
And now, let's proceed to the three hydrological or water cycle. There are three processes: condensation, evaporation, and precipitation. And now, here's how each process works. Condensation is the change of the physical state of the matter from the gas space into the liquid phase, and it is the reverse of vaporization. Evaporization is a type of vaporization that occurs on the surface of a liquid as it changes into the gas phase. Precipitation is any liquid or frozen water that forms in the atmosphere and falls back to the earth.
My name is Giancarlo Reatada, and today we will be talking about the distribution of Earth's water. Our Earth's water is from big oceans, so in our atmosphere. It's also in living things. Your body is made up mostly of water. If you were to look at a globe or a world map, you would see that half of our Earth is covered with water. Actually, 71% of our Earth is covered with water, leaving just 29% of the Earth as land. This leaves only 3.5% of all water in Earth is fresh water. Therefore, 3.5% of our water must be possibly available for us to use. If we took the 3.5% of fresh water in the earth and divided it up out of 100%, 68.7% of that water would be found on ice caps and glaciers. This water is not easily accessible for human to use. 30.1% of the water would be found on underground water. 0.3% of surface water divided into 0.01% of soil moisture and 0.022% of ground ice and permafrost. 0.13% of lakes water, and it has 0.07% of fresh water and 0.006% of salt water, and 0.001% of atmosphere water, or exists as water vapor. That's what our clouds are made of. 0.0008% of a swamp water and 0.0002% of river and 0.001% of biological water. Biological water means water at the surface of protein and DNA.
Good morning guys, my name is Aiken Lagbas and I am here to explain the rainfall. All one needs to do is study rainfall maps to appreciate Now, uneven the distribution of really is the white areas on the map siya guys. Tama klaro. Parang white areas dyan guys, mauna siyang annual rainfall under 400 millimeter for last year. So, sa last year, kaisa rin siya nag-ulan, which makes semi-arid or arid or sa kuanon pa nato kanang gamay ra siya nga ulan or wala gid siya nag-ulan. And remember, projections are for significant aridification to occur many dry regions and for more severe rainfall events to characterize with regions like Africa, Asia, South America, Central America, and Australia.
Good day everyone, Johnny Regania here. Now that you have watched and learned all the subdivided topics about the hydrosphere, you want to make sure that before you end the video, you will not forget or miss every single detail about one of the Earth's system, which is the hydrosphere. So in that case, let's have a recap. Now, first of all, just to clear things up, hydrosphere is not a layer of the atmosphere. It is one of the Earth's system in which everything that is connected with water is being calculated. So therefore, hydrosphere is the total amount of water found on Earth. This also includes various forms of water such as rain, snow, sleet, hail, and freezing rain. Next is we have this cycle called hydrological cycle, or also known as water cycle. It shows the circulation of water here on Earth. So it also identifies how the water moves from the ground up to the air and back to the ground. It is the sun's energy to the combination of light and heat that causes the water to evaporate. As a matter of fact, there are 5 processes of the water cycle. But let's just talk about the 3 major processes. First is the evaporation, the condensation, and the precipitation. So the first stage is evaporation. It is the process where a liquid is turning into water vapor or a gas going up to the air. It then proceeds to the next stage, which is the condensation, the process where the gaseous water or the water vapor is turning back to liquid. And for the last stage, we have this process called precipitation, in which the water from the clouds is being released in the form of rain, sleet, snow, hail, or freezing rain, just like what I've mentioned earlier with the examples of the hydrosphere. And for the last part of the topic, we have here beside the distribution water. This is the generalized percentage of the Earth's water, and on the other side is the specified percentages of different or various forms of water found on Earth. So take your time looking at this. And if it's still not enough for you, just pause the video and study it well, and then proceed. At last, we're finally done. And thank you so much guys for watching our video. I hope you've learned something today. And just to inform you that we have also made a PowerPoint for this one. You can check there the other 2 processes of the water cycle, because earlier I've only mentioned 3, the major processes. And you can make this as your guide or follow through while watching the video, so that you could somehow understand the whole topic very well. That's all guys. Bye. And that's the end of it. Good.